It's a rewarding thing to go out there and just be part of that.
It's a feeling you can't describe to people. I mean, you have to be there, you have to do it yourself.
It was a great experience, a humbling experience for me.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Campbell, the Director of Operations for the 36th Airlift Squadron here at Yokota. And at this year's Operation Christmas Drops, I was honored to be the detachment commander and led our forces that were down there from the 374th Air Wing. I think Operation Christmas Drops can be described as nothing but a career highlight. It's an opportunity for you to take all of your years of hard work, all of your years of training, all of your years of operational expertise, and go and employ that in a way that there's nothing but goodness from it.
The one thing that's the biggest challenge is that we don't know what we're going to have when we get there, until we get there and see what's on the ground and what has been donated. And each year the boxes are different, the type of material that they have prepared for us is different.
It's important to understand that we don't use expensive airdrop equipment when we execute these. We use parachutes that we normally would have used for personnel drops a few months ago or a few years ago, and those parachutes are beyond their service life for people to jump out with, but they're still very safe to use for cargo like this. And we use some relatively non-standard rigging techniques to keep the cost of these airdrop bundles really, really low.
I am Second Lieutenant Willie Larkins, and I was the maintenance officer for this year's Operation Christmas Drop. I had the opportunity to lead 28 of, I would say, the baddest maintainers in the Pacific and running a mission, a 12-hour shift mission, 2 weeks. We're turning 2 planes a day. It was grueling, long hours, but overall, I believe my guys did exactly what was expected of them.
The energy that is created by hoping to get these packages to all these people that are in need really drive us. The whole team never once complained about working more than 12 hours. Sometimes we're pulling 18-hour days.
I had maintainers tell me who came on a couple of our flights, they said, you know, this makes what we're doing, the 12-hour shifts and the 14-hour shifts when we initially got to Guam, they said this makes it worth it, you know, to see the end result.
For the last 35 years, I've been working those islands. I install solar-powered computerized communication networks, trying to keep these HF radios going and give them some communication for education, medical. These people really need these drops every year.
5 seconds! Green light!
These islands are thousands of miles out. There's no airstrips, there's no small planes because there's nowhere to fuel. So when we hear that plane running at a low altitude, we know it's a C-130, we know Santa's hanging out the back. The kids go ballistic, everybody's running for the beach. This is a tremendous day for them. This is the day of the year. They know Christmas has come when they see that back end of the C-130 open up. They see those boxes start coming out.
We are actually providing 300 to 600 pounds of humanitarian goods to islanders and to their villages, and we do that to 56 different places that are not surveyed. And this year we executed 91 drops, and every single one of those 91 bundles that went out, chute stayed attached, bundles safely descended to the ground under a good canopy to the islanders below.
So you went out there at about 1 o'clock.
To actually be a part of it, to get on the bird, cut the cord, push the bundle out of the back of the aircraft, and then see the reception of the bundle, the people actually receiving the goodness of what we're dropping. I tell you, man, it was an experience that I would say would never be forgotten.
We're flying around low level, you get to see these beautiful islands, and I mean the best part was after the drop, circling around and getting away from people. And you hear them on the radio and, hey, thanks, thank you, Merry Christmas to everybody in Guam and Yokota. It's a feeling unlike any other.